want to start with commending Universal on the amazing matte painting behind you.
Thank you. This green screen, I mean, you just...
It's as if you're in Malta, right?
Right,
Right.
it's almost as if... And what people do not realize is you made this movie in the heart of COVID.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so this is literally your first time in Malta, even though you were in a sequence that took place in Malta.
Yes, yeah, we both have some of our best action taking place
Yeah.
in Malta, and yet
Yeah, it's Kayla's world, and this is my first time here.
Literally the first
I mean,
time
but
here.
also, you know, as I've been saying, it's just a testament to Kevin, our like amazing crew for replicating that on a soundstage, you know? Because it's just being here, I'm like, did he, is that the same brick?
yeah,
like,
it
it's
feels
really,
very
yeah,
familiar.
it feels very
Yeah.
familiar.
Watching the movie, you would never know. The
No.
movie magic now, it's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely.
So listen, I think that the extended cut is, how can I say this? It's the superior version of the film. It really adds so much to it.
It's the original version
It's
of our
the
film.
movie,
It's
yeah.
the original cut of the movie.
Right. So what are you most excited for audiences to actually see in the extended cut?
Well, there's a lot of connective tissue that is very important for the narrative that you see in the extended cut. I mean, starting with a new opening. And that new opening is absolutely essential to pay off the third act. And then in addition to that, there are moments, you know, between characters and transitions from scene to scene. And so by the end of the film, everything adds up in a way that is very, very, very satisfying. The Locust, you're
Yeah.
like, yes, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, I fully get it. And it's just so cool that Universal and Amblin supported this, because this is a kind of a, you know, a cinema history moment in that the cast of Jurassic Park is coming back 30 years later, joining the cast of Jurassic World, and this is not going to happen
Yeah.
again. So to have this experience of the movie that we made shared with audiences is absolutely thrilling. It's awesome. It's so cool of Universal and Amblin.
Would you like to add anything?
No. Bryce is perfect in every way.
I can see it's a very tough day doing interviews.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
Very tough. The thing about the extended cut is not only, like, as you mentioned, there's just a lot of little scenes, but, like, there's even the scene at the beginning where Chris is, and I forget the name of the dinosaur, where he's roping, I forget, do you know the name of the
Oh
dinosaur?
yeah, the one in the I don't know that one.
Right, neither do I. So let's just say that there's a scene with Chris
something.
roping that dinosaur, and there's a payoff to, like, in the theatrical cut, I'm like, okay, well, where's the scene going?
Yeah.
And there's no payoff. And then in the extended cut, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, this has a huge payoff.
Yes.
Introduces a character that's, you know, critical to the... Anyway, what I'm basically saying is people need to watch the extended.
I think so too.
Good.
Co-sign.
Yes. Yeah.
One of the things, and I'm sure you guys noticed here being in Malta, is I'm more impressed with the Malta action set piece now that I've been to Malta and seeing the roads that are like this thin.
Yes.
And I'm like, how exactly did
Yes.
Second Unit film this?
Listen, Naomi Schiff, I try to give her props every single time I like sit down with anyone. I'm so obnoxious about it. But, you know, my stunt double, my driving stunt double, she's a Formula One driver. Her name is Naomi Schiff. And every time I like watch that sequence, to know that she actually did that.
I mean, drove through. There's that one moment where she drove through scaffolding.
Yeah. The scaffolding, the
And there
like
was
tilting.
nothing on any side. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
there's
room
no
on any
room.
side.
There's
because
no
she's
room.
so precise.
Yeah, and we're driving with, you know, right now, you know, our drivers are they're experts, and they've still had to be like, oh, let me back up off this corner a little bit. And that truck, not for nothing, I tried to learn how to drive that truck. Not an easy truck to drive. Not an easy, you know, total stick shift, like old rickety early 1980s. I mean, that sequence is, to your point, just absolutely phenomenal, and it was like fun to pretend. It was fun to pretend and just like make some faces, because, you know, her work in this movie is, you know, I can't sing its praises.
Yeah, we're talking like inches on each side.
Inches.
Truly. Like you can't do it unless you are a Formula One
Yeah.
driver.
Yeah.
And how old? She was like 3 when she decided she wanted to be a Formula One driver.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, she's been doing it for a very long time.
And when we were shooting, I think she was 26.
like a true phenomenon. Like,
It's unreal.
phenomenon.
Yeah, I will never have that skill set.
I mean, the stunt doubles are superhuman. Like
Mm-hmm.
Sarah Laughlin, who's my double, who did that intense jump here in Malta again and again
Yeah.
and again. Because that's the thing; it's not just once.
Yeah, you
it's
guys
a
do it all
zillion
day.
times.
You're doing it all
Yeah.
day.
Wait,
It's-
you're saying you didn't jump from the root. You
No.
act. Oh,
No, a professional did that.
A professional.
did that. I landed. I landed in a cozy spot from about this high to there. Yeah.
for this trip, they had us recreate
Yeah.
your thing.
I heard that.
And
How'd you do?
I'm just going to say that I have a lot more respect for actors
And stunt
after
performers,
doing
yeah.
this, because I had to do 3 moves and then do stuff for the camera at the same time. And I'm
Yes.
like,
Oh,
how do you do this?
Yes, it's a lot more difficult than, and then you're like, and then if you're adding on like, oh, and then this emotional beat happens here, oh, forget about it.
I mean,
I was like, cut, can I get another take? Can I do that again?
Chris is so good at that stuff. He has such a relationship with the camera, and he's
Yes.
someone just in general. He's very like he's fluent in movie. Like he understands what's happening with the camera. He understands the lenses and what they do and how to interact with them as a performer.
How to make sure the performance you're giving is actually captured.
Yes, and there's so many moments of him where you like see him like there's a sequence in Malta where he like front rolls down something and then he gets up for a second and then he takes off and just like you see
Yes,
the perfect.
you know that beat. Yeah.
He's good.
This is the ending chapter for you, and the ending chapter of the Jurassic World franchise. What do you guys envision or think Universal might want to do with the future?
I mean, there is a character that everyone loved. She happened to play her. We all want to know who she is, where she came from, and what she's gonna do.
Tell us everything. All things kilowatts. Tell us.
That's what I, just as a fan, that's what I'm really craving. Honestly, I wanna see you. I wanna see you for sure.
I'm here. Universal knows my phone number.
They
So,
do. They do.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
I'm very curious what's going to happen, because obviously a $1 billion franchise, it's not going away. It's a question of what do they do next.
Yes.
I agree.
Yeah.
On that note, I'm just going to say congratulations. The extended cut's fantastic. Enjoy Malta.
Thank you
you.
so much. It's
Thanks
so
for
awesome
coming.
to see you.
Yeah.
here.